Wait, no. I take that back. The Clark sisters.
Yeah, they went ham.
The Clark sisters. Like, I love Fantasia and all them, but the Clark sisters were like amazing. Is my living in vain?
Sing it.
It's my song.
Can you sing?
I love that a little bit, but I don't sing. I'm very shy. I don't sing publicly. I sing at my desk. That's why Frank always jokes with me, because I sing all those gospel songs at my desk. And he always comes over to me and says, Jesus. He never knows what I'm saying. He just say, Jesus.
You should just start singing some John P. Key on air one day.
Ooh, wait. You went back. Hold up.
Matters not how dark your Thursday evening.
John P. Key.
There will never be.
You got to give me another one. He has another song. Strength. Oh, my God. Strength. He gives me. I just sing that in the choir. Strength. That, yes. Yeah. But that was at that era when John P. Key in an R&B group?
He was in Cameo.
Yeah.
So, and he was not Ella Fitzgerald. It's another older lady. He was her music director at the age of 14.
Oh.
Her name is not. Oh, I had to look up the lady's name, but it was a great R&B great.
Yeah. Well, all I know is that was at that time when we were all in church and we couldn't listen to nothing else. Mm-hmm. That was when Kirk Franklin came out, and we didn't know if it was hip hop.
You weren't even allowed to listen
gospel. To that. No, I used to win dance competitions, like talent competitions, because I thought I was going to be a rapper at one point. And so I did. I used to rap Salt's verse on Stump.
Okay.
I used to know. I don't know the words now, but I used to rap. I don't want a talent contest because I was the rapper. Because I was going through a phase. I wanted to be Aaliyah, and so Aaliyah at the time had the baggy pants, and so I was trying to like wear baggy jeans. I didn't want to wear fitted jeans. I wanted to wear like loose on the hips, with the oversized. I still kind of wear the oversized jackets.
It's back now.
Yeah, it's like, the oversized jackets, and so I thought I was going to be some sort of. This is why your parents got to encourage you, because I knew I was going to do something.
Yeah.
But
just got to guide you.
Yeah, they just got to guide you on what you're going to go. Pick up on your kids' talents early. My mother knew I wasn't no rapper. She says, but that girl could talk. Yeah. She's a communicator, and she has a gift of gab, and she's going to do something with that gift, and I did.
What's a hidden talent that you had that people might not know that you had?
A hidden talent.
It could be anything.
See, I don't want to say something lame, but I don't want to do too much either.
Like my
I'm a dancer. I don't know if I'm a dancer.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I actually danced. I danced all my life. I was on the dance team in college, high school.
What kind of dance?
Ballet, jazz, hip hop, contemporary. Like, I actually do dance. I only stopped because I started to focus on journalism. And I had to make a decision on. I was going to audition for an NBA team. And
you could have been anything.
Yeah. But it just, the focus is like, I want to be a journalist. That was what it is.
What is it about journalism that it beat out all those other passions?
It was the ability to take a look at the world that's around you and find a story in anything. Finding a story in the merchandise and the people around you. I enjoy people. Okay. I enjoy conversations with people. That's why I like doing stuff like this. I do like conversations with people. Yeah. I love when people share tidbits about themselves, stories about themselves. Okay. That's how most of my stories, my documentaries and whatnot, that's how they start. It literally starts with a conversation, a drink at the bar, standing on the bus with someone. When I had Bison on for the homeless story, we're going to work on a story with him, talking about more about his background. He was a boxer. Yeah. So I have conversations with people, and the fact that you could turn these conversations into not just good storytelling moments, but moments to teach people about life and appreciation of what you have, and being able to use your stories to do some good.
Right.
Now, which that, I think it doesn't work for every single station. I don't think it works for everyone. Because you do have to get down to the nitty gritty and start to kind of hold, people accountable and whatnot. And that's part of what we do. But I've just always been so in love with storytelling, and I've always leaned a little bit more towards that. Whether it's about, I just did a story, which people wouldn't find a story there, but the Cincinnati double Dutch rope twisters. I found it so fascinating to see these little black girls just jump a double Dutch and trying to raise money to go to this competition. I thought it was great because, first of all, how many girls you see outside jump a double Dutch now?
Right.
Like, do they even know how to do that anymore?
Not much.
At all.
Probably on Wii.
Yeah, exactly.
Double Dutch on Wii.
No skills. No skills at all. That was all we can do. That was all we could do when I was a little girl. We double dutched. We know how to play jacks.
Yeah.
We had, remember, yo-yos were in, so we always had yo-yos, light up yo-yo, look at my trick, I know how to make it.
I was lightweight lit with the yo-yo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, just to see that nostalgic moment of these girls now being able to leave their city for the first time, to leave the state for the first time, doing something that is just kind of America's favorite pastime.
It's something that they love to do. That's an important part of learning.
Yeah.
Like consistently doing what you love to do is like a learning process because there's so many ways that you can get off track.
Yeah.
Jobs, just doing other things. But when you can do what you love to do and you start experiencing good times out of that, it makes it all link up in your head to, I need to keep doing what I love to do.
Oh yeah. And journalism has taken me so many places like that. Me doing what I love to do, and also having a father who took us in other places that a lot of kids didn't get to go to, really helped to expand my mind. And that's what made me excited. It's like, I got to tell the story because I want these kids to be able to, even if it's just to another state. It's the fact that they're going to another state and they're going to participate in a competition with people who are from several different countries, from Japan, so from Russia. These people, they're getting to meet people who don't speak like them and who don't look like them.
That's
they
important.
get to exactly, they get to experience that diversity, and they get to take that back, here. And once it changes you,
broadens you.
Yeah, it definitely does. And broadening yourself, it helps you to want more. And for me, I think
because it lets you know that there's more out there to want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, unfortunately, are stuck kind of just in this bubble that they're in. And I don't know if parents are not working to pop it, or if they just don't want it popped or whatnot, but we need to pop the bubble. We need to let them escape a little bit more. Let them intern other places. Let them go other places. Let them go on the trip out of the country. We have now so many ways for people to raise money. GoFundMe has been a godsend for a lot of people. Let them do different things, because you don't realize how important that is for them to experience different cultures and activities and sports. I played golf in college as well. I was on the women's golf team. That opened me up to something entirely different.
Right.
So it's a lot of different things. That's another hidden thing about me. I do know how to play golf, but
you can start a lot of podcasts.
I just don't go out there because, it's not like getting your shoulders sunburned.
Yeah.
I don't want to play golf anymore because it's too hot. I can't do it. It's too long. We out there too long.
You got melanin, so you kind of protected.
Yeah, a
you
little
been
bit.
sunburned before?
I have.
Really?
I actually still have the burns. I was on a golf tournament, and it was like we were in Philadelphia, Mississippi. I remember it.
Yeah.
And I was burnt up.
Sheesh.
I couldn't even take my shirt off. It hurt. So that was my first time getting sunburned, and I didn't know that I could get sunburned.
Right. I thought it was being black.
We ain't safe.
Right, it ain't safe. It ain't safe. I don't want to keep you too long. We've been rolling for about an hour. I really appreciate you coming through.
Thank you.
I just want to get in a couple more questions. I have so many for you.
Sure. I'm having fun.
What about?
Usually I would have been like, I gotta go.
And I'm glad you're having fun, sticking around. Emmy nomination.
Yeah.
You had an Emmy nomination.
I
How did that come
did.
about?
That was my first one.
Yeah. So you had multiple Emmy nominations.
No, that was my first nomination.
Really?
Very first one. First time really entering the Emmys.
Congratulations. When was that?
That was this year recently for my documentary, Journey of the Freedom Riders. We talked about the Freedom Rider movement that was connected to Cincinnati. We got 3 Cincinnatians here who were connected to the Freedom Riders. They were Freedom Riders. And we also talked about the movement of the Freedom Riders holding, I don't know, a lot of people don't know this, over at Miami University. They held the Mississippi Summer Project, which was basically all of these people who were a part of the movement going down to Mississippi and all these poor states to open up schools
Okay.
Open up these freedom schools. And I found out, I wish I could sit here and remember how this literally was a documentary that started based on conversations and meeting people. If you see me, I'm really out and about everywhere. And I'm just really interested in people and their stories. And that literally just a conversation led to finding out, such and such is a freedom rider and part of this movement. Yeah. My father, I do a lot of stuff with Black history. And I know people think that, the station doesn't just put that on me. I love Black history. I grew up with Black history. My father was one of those fathers that made us sit down and watch Roots, Rosewood. We read certain things. My father lived in the Desire Projects when the Black Panther Party was residing there, providing to the community when the big shootout happened. Between NOPD and Black Panther Project, which I'm writing something about that right now.
That's deep. I never heard of that.
Oh God, it's a good story. It's such a good story, and I mean, there's so many layers to it, and how the NOPD infiltrated it. But I think the true story is how the Desire Project community was the reason the Panthers were placed there was because this community was suffering so bad. Yeah, and they were in such just terrible conditions. People would always tell me about what it was like living there. And that was why my dad would not let us live there. It's like, he has so many fond memories, but I mean, there are so many memories of things that they didn't have. And, you made the best of what you had. But, I think we did great. But anyway, Journey of the Freedom Riders was just such a dynamic story. And we could only make it about 20 something minutes. Again, timing. It could have easily been an hour-long documentary. Okay. Easily been an hour long. There were so many layers to that story, and I hate that we had to wrap it the way we did, but I was proud that, it was sort of my first time delving into a documentary in that style, and being nominated for I wasn't going to enter it.
That's crazy.
I deal with self-doubt sometimes, and it's like, this is not good enough to put up against other people. So when I saw the nomination, I was in bed and I started screaming and called my mom. And it's the fact that now we didn't win it this year, but to know that you're nominated, you start to get this motivation of like your work can stand against these people's. Other journalists vote on this. Yeah. So other journalists saw your work and went, this is good work. Yeah. So that is a good feeling. It gives you some validation that other people saw your work and when we want to see more, we think that this is Emmy worthy,
and to give you a motivation to keep going.
Yes. So I'm already working on new stuff. I'm always writing. Okay. I encourage people to do that. I'm always writing. I'm hoping to shoot a couple of other documentaries independently, and hopefully get into independent film as well.
That's dope. You should definitely pursue that, and come back and tell us about what you're working on.
So much
in the future.
So much.
We end with a couple of fun questions. Favorite food?
Ooh, tacos.
Really? What
tacos,
type of taco?
Bay.
Taco Bay.
Taco Bay. Yes. I always tell people think flowers get me. No, food gets me.
Hey, you can win. I learned this myself. You can win with any female. If you offer her pizza first or something like that, you win.
Food gets me. I'm telling you.
No.
It's like
everybody gets hungry, man.
They do. Everybody does get hungry. I'm serious though. Like I could go home and I like making my own tacos, and sometimes like I don't do too much beef. I'll take some turkey or something, and I mix my tacos up. I'll do some ground chicken, some ground turkey. Okay. Sometimes I make it vegan. I do portobello mushrooms, and I'm always thinking about tacos. And people think it's a joke.
I'm always thinking about tacos.
People think it's a joke. I got the best taco recipes. Y'all don't play me. Like I would have a taco standoff with anybody.
We should definitely do that somehow. Maybe you can battle Kellen.
Let's do
Kellen
it.
was here last week talking about tacos.
Like you see, but Kellen, you can't put me against Kellen though. Kellen's like a professional.
He only a professional because of time put in though.
Yeah.
He used to bring Fuddrucker burgers back to the dorms in the summer.
Fuddruckers.
That
used to be it.
Man, annihilation. Straight annihilation. Food is always the way to anybody's heart. I don't care who it is, man.
Yes.
If you bring peanut butter anywhere around me, you won.
Yes.
Favorite TV show?
It depends. It really does depend.
What's the guilty pleasure?
Family Guy.
Family Guy?
That's a guilty pleasure.
What? Peter?
I love me some Family Guy.
What about Cleveland Brown?
Oh my God.
It's Cleveland.
Okay, here's the thing. I watch Cleveland Brown sometimes just because it's on, but I don't know why that show missed the mark, but it just did to me.
I don't understand either. I think it was because it was a white man doing a black man's voice. For some reason, it's the
it was Seth MacFarlane doing
Seth
Cleveland?
MacFarlane does
I did
Cleveland.
not know that. I thought it was somebody else doing Cleveland.
They should hire me to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something. I don't know why that show just kind of missed the mark, but Family Guy is still. The jokes in Family Guy are hilarious to me because honestly, I tell people this all the time. It's a cartoon, but if you're not up on your current events game, then some of the jokes go straight over your head.
Yeah.
You don't even know what's going on. It's like you have to be up to speed on what's happening in the world for you to get their jokes.
I learned a lot. Well, they always have shows like that. Always have the most non-assuming person say the deepest thing. So on that show, the baby said some of the deepest stuff.
Yes.
But you push it off just because like it's a baby, man.
Yeah.
What's the baby talking about? I think that's genius right there.
Yeah.
Any other guilty pleasures TV?
Guilty pleasures.
Mine is
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City. What about
Sex in the City is my life.
What about turn up TV? Like
oh Lord.
Hip hop.
So okay.
Married to Medicines.
My sister, this is her fault. She got me into this. Tara has me watching. My little sister Tara has me watching a lot of the Real Housewives franchises. I can watch the Real Housewife franchises. Potomac's my favorite. I love the ladies in Potomac. Atlanta it's cool, but it gets annoying because it's like it becomes the same argument. So literally, I can already tell you what's going to happen. They're going to show up to dinner. They eat a lot. They're going to show up to dinner. They're going to talk about who said what. And they're going to look at each other and it's going to be like, well, I never said this, blah, 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 whatever. And then they're going to meet up with each other. Somebody's going to throw a fashion show for a line that we will never see in our lives.
Type.
And or somebody's going to do a debut or somebody has a new house. Like everybody has a story. But literally, if you break it down, it's all about who don't like who or who said what about who. And it's like, and what else?
Dramatic. It's just dramatic.
Yeah. So I like the Real Housewives of New York, Real Housewives of Potomac, and Atlanta. I can't get with anybody else.
Married to Medicine, you ever seen that?
I've seen it. I'm into it, and I'm not into it. It's like they've had episodes where they got me, and they had episodes where I'm not. I can't fully get into loving hip hop. I appreciate loving hip hop, and what's funny is, here's my thing. The people with love and hip hop, you so caught up in the shenanigans that you don't start to realize that these people are actually in the industry. I thought that these were just some randoms who just
but where
were
are
on
the songs?
television. Yeah, well,
Where
no.
is the hip hop and love and hip hop?
Oh yeah, well, there is no hip hop and love and hip hop. You know, I think that the love and hip hop, Hollywood is trying to recreate Cardi B's story, the stripper turn rapper thing, and it's just. It's done already. Mm-hmm. You can't do it.
Yeah.
And I also don't like how they kind of move people around. Like, you know, K. Michelle's now in Hollywood, and she was in Atlanta. Then she was at New York, and it's like, well, what is it? It's not authentic now. Like, go to where she is. But you know, I just can't watch it because mostly of this. I just can't watch y'all. I can't watch y'all keep fighting each other. I don't. In my world, no grown woman will sit down. If I do not care for you, and you do not care for me, why are we at dinner?
Because it's about to go down.
Like, I don't understand.
It's set up for everybody to lose. And like,
exactly.
This is a residual loss because people got kids. People have.
Oh, yeah. And there are real life consequences coming out of all this. People are getting pregnant.
People are going to jail.
Yeah. Like this show, it's like, it's, you know, no hate to the people who do the show. I think that maybe they initially hoped that it was going to go one way. And it kind of took a left turn. I don't know. I don't remember what the very first Love and Hip Hop was like. I don't remember. I wasn't following along with it. But I think that was it New York? Was that the first one?
Was it?
It had to be New York because that's where hip hop started, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it had to be New York. But it's like, maybe it was supposed to go one way and go to the other, and it was about, people who, I thought it was supposed to be about people who are in these relationships with hip hop artists, or who are in the hip hop realm and they're in relationships, and we're kind of delving through their relationship. But it took a turn of, as soon as I see you, I'm gonna throw that candle at you.
It's on
and like, or we having these random shows that random people show up to, and you're performing these songs that I don't know, and then we all fight. I'm gonna dive off stage and I'm gonna kill you. It's just it's so weird. So I try to get into it, but I can't get past it's a reality soap opera to me.
Yeah. Ratchet reality, man.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm a Real Housewives kind of woman, because I'm like, these women are getting paid to, all of them, they drink wine and they go on vacation and then they get mad at each other, but nobody really hits each other until, Portia hit somebody one day. Well, she pushed her. She didn't really hit her. I remember that. Don't you remember that?
I don't watch them.
The reunion show, Portia took push.
If I
Kenya?
do watch it, I don't watch the reunions.
The reunions are kind of messy.
Yeah. It's the way it looked. I think it just turned me off, the
mean?
aesthetic. Just seeing them all together, like, I just don't like the way it looks. Some shows I just won't watch because, like, the quality of the film, I'm instantly turned off, or just like, I just know I'm not gonna like certain stuff.
Yeah,
but
but I like also the fact that with Real Housewives of Atlanta, these women, they do have an appreciation for each other. I do notice that when they, or Real Housewives period, I do notice when someone's going through a serious issue, they put their problems aside. And they, like Greg right now, Greg Leaks, with Nene Leaks' husband.
Oh, man, I pray for that guy, man.
Yeah, he's ill. He's seriously ill.
I want somebody to actually show him some real love, man.
Yeah. And, Nene's showing him some love. Like, they're back together, and I think they're in a better place, I think. I don't know them. I think.
Actually, seems like she don't care about this guy.
Well, he's ill right now. He's very sick.
Uh-huh.
Her and Kim, we know that they had their situation, but Kim, she kind of, I guess put her pride aside and sent, well wishes, gave him a call. Thank you. I'm praying for y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. So I do like that aspect of it. I feel like there is a level of certain class that's there. Would I want to sit around and talk about who don't like me and who was talking about me? I can't do it. Even if you pay me, I can't do it all day. That type of energy, I would go insane.
Yeah.
Now I do have another guilty pleasure, but I don't think it's on TV anymore.
What is it?
Mob Wives.
Oh, the gangster chicks.
Mob Wives was I'm from Jersey in my mind.
Nah,
Mob Wives is my stuff.
I hear it.
Yeah, like, I love that show. And it's just, my favorite was Drita DeVanzo. Like, I love her name. She's so...
with the deep voice like this.
Yeah, she passed away.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, she died.
Her voice is very unattractive.
She died. Well, she died. Come on, let her live.
Yeah, man. I mean, my bad, but that voice.
But it was a good show.
Like,
and they were like, the only thing is, that show resulted in a lot of people going to jail and stuff. And, they were connected to the mob. But here's my thing. If you're really connected to the mob, would you be doing a reality show?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not
Come
at
on.
all.
So it's like, it makes me wonder how deep do your ties run?
It's like hip hop.
Yeah. It's like, would you be doing this show if your connection was that deep? Come on.
A lot of their husbands was in jail though, right?
Yeah. A lot. Husbands, fathers, a lot of them were doing time. I always wonder, like, you ever notice on, like, shows like that, the husbands and fathers really, for the most part, they weren't on camera.
Nah. They brought the money and then they got arrested for how they got the money.
Uh-huh.
I won't keep you too much longer. One more question, I guess. Let me see. I thought I had some fire for you.
Oh, you bring fire. It's been easy. You haven't stumped me yet, so. Let me stop before I ask you something. I don't want to get it.
Yeah, I might. Let's see.
You gotta kill it.
I'm gonna just bring it to an end because we appreciate her coming through. She's been here for a while.
He saved me.
Last question.
Okay.
Define success to you.
Success to me. So, to be successful is, to me, to wake up every day and to know that when you get out of bed, when you get dressed, when you step into this world, you're living out your purpose. This is what I'm supposed to do. And you're living that purpose, and this is the path that I'm supposed to be on. not what everyone thinks I should be doing.
Right.
Not what everyone's opinion, or, they think she fell back or he fell back, whatever. No, this is me living my purpose. And I know that in living my purpose, because we all have one,
Right.
but sometimes we're literally just afraid to live it.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're out here living our purpose and we know that we're doing some good in people's lives and we're helping other people to elevate, I feel like that was a success for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can walk away from this earth knowing that I did something that affected people.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's through my storytelling, whether it's through helping people get jobs, whether it's through advocating for Black journalists, whether it's by teaching younger journalists how to conduct themselves, how to put their reels together. I feel like that I don't have to do it, but I do feel like it's my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's why I'm here.
Yeah.
And even with the screenwriting, I feel like I have a much bigger purpose and so much more stories to tell.
Right. You could be somebody's Clyde Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying to get there. So that's what success is for me. And just to keep it simple, because I don't think success has to be very complex. When we try to make it complex,
That's when it gets hard.
yeah,
It's hard to get happy.
exactly. And it's like, no, it's not that complex. You're making it life, everything. We make it harder than what it is.
Get out your way. We get in our own way a lot.
Yes, we do. And we stop ourselves from becoming truly successful.
Right.
And it's because, and that's why I ask that everyone don't share your dreams with everyone. Just do your thing. The food blog situation, everything that I do was literally of me sitting at home or sitting at work and just started typing or started writing and started reading, and then like literally just started piecing it together, and bam, this is what I'm doing. Can you help me elevate that?
Mm-hmm.
Make that better? Or what do you think I could do to make that better? Because there's always someone that's going to tell you how hard it is, and or why it's not possible. So
Because that's the limitation they already put on themselves.
exactly. So take the limitations off yourself, keep moving forward, and living your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what success is. And stop. It's not that hard. People always ask me kind of the secret to it's like it's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Every day you wake up, do something you haven't done before. Joe Daneman, our sports anchor, posted something the other day, and he was like, what if we would try something that, and I'm, not saying it verbatim, but what if we tried to do something that we've never done before, and we never know what we're really good at until we tried it.
Right.
So, I've always wanted to go pick up a guitar, and I don't even know if I know how to play the guitar, but I'll go pick it up and see if I know. I never knew I could play golf.
Yeah.
And they gave me a club, and I was like, oh, snap, I know how to play golf.
Yeah.
Well, just teach me the rules, and I guess I can play it. And I got a scholarship off of it.
For golf?
Yeah.
Really?
I got
You
a
left that
scholarship.
part out.
Yeah, I was on the women's golf team. I got a scholarship playing golf.
But
at
you made
school.
it seem like you was just hitting balls around. You didn't say you had a scholarship.
I was on the women's golf team, and we had a scholarship for golf.
That's dope. I think if you just follow your passion is gonna follow you.
Yeah, you're right.
Appreciate you coming out.
Thank you.
We definitely gonna have you back again.
And thank you for my socks.
Oh yeah, no
This
problem.
is great.
No problem.
I love this.
Something goofy.
Yeah, I know. I'm very goofy, so I love this.
That's what's up. Charisse Gibson came out. Y'all give her a round of applause wherever you at in your car, driving down the block or anything. Definitely appreciate you coming back out. Tell people how they can follow you, keep in touch with you.
So I would love to everyone to follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm mostly at nowadays. I call myself Eliza Jane, EELIEZAHJAYNE. Or Facebook, if you're still into that, Charisse Gibson TV, or on Twitter at OK Charisse.
Check her out. And if you guys want to get in touch with me, check me out. Blaze6513 on Instagram. Got a lot of interesting things that I'm just being creative with, candles, shirts, socks. So check me out. The music is there. Just keep in touch with me. We'll keep in touch with you. You can also check us out on our Facebook, our Nomtombout Facebook page, Instagram page, which is NOMTOMBOUT radio, RADIO. So check us out. Stay with us. Stay posted. And do your thing. Now I'm talking about, yo, we getting up out of here. Yeah.